I didn't grow up wanting to be an entrepreneur. It wasn't really something I was super familiar with, being an entrepreneur. I was an artsy kid, and I was known as the artist in my school. I was super musical, I loved playing the piano and singing. But at a young age, I actually did dream of becoming a film director. I was super inspired by the commentary for the movie Signs, and then I finally realized, oh, people actually do this as a job. Maybe that sounds silly, but give me a break. I was 11. I really struggled through college from a lack of direction. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I connected with someone who talked about her passion and career in graphic design, and that kind of led me to where I am today. While in my design program at college, I met a guy named Jaron, who I'm still friends with today, and he's like this ultimate mindset entrepreneur guy who showed me that whole world and was essentially the one to give me the red pill of working for yourself.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
From that moment on, my eyes were open to this whole entire world, and it was almost like a virus that infected me and would not let go. A while after that, I had a long spell of being jobless. It was really tough, and I was living at home with my parents, and then COVID hit, and I couldn't find a job to save my life. I had a small portfolio, and I was connecting with people on LinkedIn, but I wasn't getting any bites at all. Eventually, at the beginning of 2021, I got my chance to finally prove myself at a swing set company. From there, my skill set assisted in skyrocketing the company's success. But there was trouble in paradise, as it may seem. To avoid excessive drama and gossip, I wasn't wanted within the company. A few key players wanted to vie for power themselves and clash with my straightforward and iterative approach. The truth is, they didn't like outsiders, and I wasn't one of them. If you know, you know. I'm trying to put this as delicately as possible. So let's kind of move on. From there, me and my sister-in-law were pushed out of the company, despite being the biggest reason for their success. We were actually pushed into that company owner's brother's company. It seemed great at first, but we ran into the exact same problems. Go figure. Weird cattiness and competitiveness grows up quickly. We were tasked in bringing life to this landscape edging company. They didn't really have a retail presence and were really relying solely on B2B sales. But our first video ever in the company went viral on Instagram and TikTok, garnering over 10 million views. It brought hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more, into the company directly from our efforts. And it was super validating because, let's be honest, when you get fired or laid off from a company, you can really start to doubt yourself and your skill sets. But what I told myself was, if we can sell fake plastic rocks, I can sell anything. But I knew that wouldn't last at the company. I was finally ready to begin to launch my own creative agency. I knew that our time was limited, and I knew that we were actually capable of doing this ourselves. We finally had the confidence to really go out on our own. But before we can go out on our own, we were fired. Well, laid off. We had a lot of the same exact problems that we had dealt with his brother. We were planning on launching the studio in 3 months, but were forced to finish everything immediately. All the work that we were planning on doing over the course of 3 months, we had to fit into one single week. It was super stressful, to say the least. I'm married, I have a beautiful 1-year-old daughter, and not only that, but I'm the sole provider of my household. That meant sink or swim, so I learned how to swim. That leads me to today. I'm 3+ months into my own creative agency journey, and we have several great clients. That was a very abridged version. I had done freelance in the midst of that chaos and made it my sole job to be incredibly active on LinkedIn, which led to many of my recent successes, but that's largely my story. Are you also on this journey of entrepreneurship and creative agencies? What's your story? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. So I'll catch you there, and I'd love to talk to you in the comments. Until next time, guys.